Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about weapons of throne and liberty. This is very important topic because there are no classes in this new upcoming MMORPG. By picking up a different kind of weapon which you will be able to use in this game, you're actually deciding a role of your character. So for this evening presentation, combat, you will see some video footage, brand new footage of every weapon available in Throne and Liberty. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. As you can see, I'm already here on official website of Throne and Liberty in Korea, and this evening we are going to start with Greatsword. The Greatsword is a well-balanced weapon that combines devastating combo attacks with high health. With its earth-shattering AoE attacks, it instantly penetrates the enemy defenses and shakes the battlefield. That will be the description from developers of the game. Now let's check Greatsword in action. How is this looking? Okay, lots of AoE attacks. Little bit slow, but beautiful skill animation. Oh, this is nice. Comparing to other weapons, you will see that in a minute, little bit slower, but it's looking really good. Oh, that was nice hit. Okay, let's go forward with the next weapon here on the list. We have Sword. You'll see in a second, sword and shield combination looking absolutely amazing. The sword is a weapon that maintains high defense and provides survivability using a shield. You protect your allies by using the weapon as a crowd controller, drawing enemies to you or pushing them back in an instant, which allows you to lead the fight from the vanguard of the battlefield. Let's check sword and shield in action. Did you see that dash? Amazing, really beautiful, and check out the beautiful design for a shield and for weapon. So if you will decide to play some kind of tank role in Throne and Liberty, I'll talk a little bit later about metas and different kind of combinations of weapons, but you can see here, yeah, you'll use probably sword and shield combination. This was looking really amazing. Let's go forward with the next weapon here, and here we have Dagger. No surprise here. I would be surprised when developers of this game, NCSoft, wouldn't add Dagger kind of weapon right in Throne and Liberty. The Dagger is a weapon that specialized in wounding enemies using poisonous CC attacks and stealth. So yeah, CC attacks and stealth, already you can see some kind of assassin role would be perfect, right, by using this weapon. You can hide behind enemies with agile movements to inflict continuous poison damage and land a critical blow. Let's check daggers in action. Okay, again, beautiful skill animation, and check out how fast-paced, how fast is now this character using daggers. Really fast combat, extremely fast, comparing to Greatsword, which is kind of normal, right? The heavier the weapon, the slower. However, there is also big damage attached to Greatsword. Here we have, regarding Dagger, we have seen really beautiful, fast-paced combat. Let's go forward with the next weapon here, Longbow. So, ranged weapon. The Longbow specializes in long-range sniping, binding enemies from behind and dealing amplified damage. It can also be used to accelerate the health recovery of party members, making it a huge asset to your allies. So this is interesting part of the sentence here regarding this weapon, right? Not only dealing damage, but also accelerate the health recovery of party members. So interesting, right? Longbow, on one way, supporting your party members. Let's check what we have here. It doesn't look like actually big range here, right? And you can move while you attack. You can notice that, right? Big changes to the combat since that closed beta test in Korea, maybe half year ago, maybe even more. That was in May, that closed beta test. Now you can actually move while you attack. Here we have a longer range, which is nice to see. Beautiful, right? Let's go forward with the next weapon here. Let's check it out. What do we have? We have here Crossbow. The crossbow is a weapon that allows you to fight in style with fast movement and unrelenting attack speed. Let's check what we have here regarding crossbow, regarding demonstration. Yeah, completely different style than for a longbow, right? Range is still pretty decent. Range is good, right? Nice. Fast-paced. You're moving all the time while you attack. No more static combat for sure. And beautiful environment. Check a little bit while we are watching this footage, right, regarding different kind of weapons. You can see beautiful environment, different kind of environment, surroundings in Throne and Liberty. Okay, nice. Pretty decent, I would say, looking also. Let's go forward. Oh, this is interesting weapon. If you will decide to play some kind of magical caster kind of role, we have here Staff. The Staff is a weapon that allows you to freely control the elements. You can deal devastating damage with explosive magical attacks and lead the battle in your favor with AoE magic when facing multiple enemies. So not only single target attacks, also some AoE skills, magical ones. And from range. Beautiful skill animation. I have already done one video in the past where basically these, you can see some kind of electricity attacks have actually are under influence of what kind of weather you have currently, right? So if there is raining at that day and you are using these kind of electricity attacks with your magical weapon, you are hitting more targets than one. So weather have influence on different kind of skills in the game, in different kind of weapons, right? Check a dedicated video on my YouTube channel. I have done that video like maybe a few months back. Let's go forward. This is interesting weapon for all the healers. If you will decide to play a role of a healer, right, for sure one of the weapons, and I will talk a little bit later about that, you can switch actually between two weapons all the time in the game during the combat. You will see that in a minute. One of the weapons will be Wand. The Wand is a weapon that supports friendly players with healing magic and buff skills. A curse skill that not only helps your party survive, but also weaken enemies, can maximize friendly players' damage. It's particularly effective in boss raids or team battles. Let's check Wand in action. So if you want to take a role of some kind of healer or support kind of class, actually real healer, right, in the game, you'll be able to pick this beautiful weapon. Let's check Wand in action. Again, moving while attacking, right? Really amazing. This is now looking much better, this combat. You will see now in a second. I want to show you actually regarding weapons. It's very important to show next video here. This video is actually showing that you can switch freely. Freely you can switch between two weapons all the time in the combat whenever you want. And it's actually showing how fast-paced, how fast and dynamic is now combat of Throne and Liberty. It's absolutely amazing. Check this out. Beautiful skill animation, but also check all the time characters switching weapons during combat, right? Switching from melee weapons to ranged weapons, and also between magical weapons and physical kind of weapons damage, right? You can pick any combination you want. Regarding this, when I'm talking about different kind of combination of weapons, there will be metas. There will be metas for sure, so I'm sure there will be one meta for tanking, one meta for DPS, ranged one meta for melee DPS, and one meta for healing for sure, right? There will be some kind of metas very soon after release of the game. That is yet to be discovered, right? We need to check all the combination and which combinations are actually viable in PvP or PvE, some combination maybe for siege, some other combination for farming or open world PvP. All depends, right, on situation, purely situational combination. However, I'm sure there will be metas. So developers of this game, NCSoft, have decided to implement this kind of system in the game. There are no classes in Throne and Liberty. Just by picking up two different kind of weapons that you can put on your character and switch between combat, right? You are actually deciding a role of your character. However, it's important to say that roles still exist. Holy Trinity system is still here. So when you are going to do some kind of PvP or PvE content together with your party, there should be tank, healer, and DPS, which is good. Regarding DPS, yes, of course, you can be ranged or melee DPS, or maybe combination. You can combine some ranged weapon with melee weapon, which probably will be some kind of meta, because you want to have both, right? If you are making damage, especially in PvP, you want to have something ranged and you want to have something melee. I'll talk about that in the future regarding different kind of weapon combination and regarding metas within different guides regarding Throne and Liberty when we get closer to release of the game. Well, this evening, just to show you huge diversity of beautiful weapons in the game, which you will be able to play at release. And of course, in the future, we already heard information from NCSoft. They will add more of new weapons to the game. However, like I said, more dedicated videos, more analysis, and more builds regarding different kind of roles you'll see on my YouTube channel very soon, so make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. For this evening, this huge diversity of beautiful weapons to show you, right, to play in this new upcoming title. If you are watching my live stream, let's go for a live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Throne and Liberty content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 6 o'clock Central European time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon. This is looking so good, right? Check this out. Beautiful skill animation, but what is more important, combat is now dynamic, fast-paced, something completely different from what we have seen from that closed beta test in Korea half year ago. Really huge changes from NCSoft, the developers of this game, positive changes, and I can't wait that all of us will be able to enjoy in this beautiful new upcoming MMORPG. See you soon.